What's up, y'all? Me again. One hot mess mama. That's me. So, I'm home. So, on today's episode of Diaries, I'm home. I'm parked in my garage. I figured it's better lighting here. And I don't look crazy. I don't look crazy for the internet. I kind of do, but whatever. I don't care. To each its own, right? So today I did 4 trips. The first one was, dude, I got lost, first of all. Sometimes I hate that. Like, freaking GPS throws me off. Says destination's here. You have arrived, and I'm over here. Yeah. So anyways, I had to call a girl, and I'm like, well, first of all, the name said, a guy name. And so when I call, a lady picks up, and I'm like, yeah, is this so-and-so? Like, I sound like an idiot because I'm expecting a man, and it was a woman. So anyways, she was super sweet. She helped me out. I finally got her, picked her up, or whatever, and she, super sweet girl. Apparently she had to take some classes or whatever, and she's 6 weeks away from giving birth. So she had this big belly, and I didn't even notice it until she said something. That's how petite she was. And I was like, damn, I wish I looked like that when I was, 6 weeks away from giving birth. Like, my nose was this big, everything was swollen. Horrible. But she was so cute. She was just like, I was nesting today and I was cleaning. She's like, I hope I come back home to a clean house the way I left it. It was so funny. Super sweet lady. It was a short trip, so we didn't chat too much. But the next one was a Hispanic woman. And I picked her up from her job and taking her home, and I got to practice my Spanish because, I am a Latina, but I don't speak my English. English is my primary language. I sound like my dad. English is my primary language, so when you have to use my Spanish, it's a lot of I mean, I do that already in English, so imagine my Spanish. So yeah, like, I was able to practice my Spanish with her, which was cool. It was another short trip, so it wasn't too long. We didn't chat very much, but this is a sweet lady. She had just moved, from, the Lake Mary area. And so she moved to, another side of town and stuff like that. She worked, at a Mexican place, a Mexican joint. So she smelled like fried food. My car still smells like fried food. I had to spray a little bit, but it was cool. Practicing my Spanish is always a good thing, and stuff like that. And I guess that's just the benefits of being bilingual. So yeah, but even if I don't speak it that well, I'm still bilingual. I understand Spanish, but, clearly her dialect is a little different. So I struggled just a little bit, but we communicated. That's all that matters. And it was super cool. Third person I picked up was some guy that was heading to a bar, and it was about a 20-something minute drive. And the entire time, homeboy was talking. Like, I don't mind talking, so it doesn't bother me, but it was cool. Like, he was telling me about his weight loss journey and how he lost like 170 pounds in, a span of 2 years, and like, he's been up and down, and I can relate. So it was kind of cool because we had some good conversation about, like, weight loss and how important it is to stay determined and motivated, keep working out and push yourself, stuff like that. So, I thought that was super cool. And so that took me to the greater Orlando area, the downtown Orlando area. So because of that, I got stuck picking up some other guy. So I dropped him off. Like I said, good conversation, super cool. Like, it's inspiring. Like, his story is inspiring because it's like, anything is possible as long as you set your mind to it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's like homeboy was able to lose X amount of pounds, you know, in a span of 2 years or whatever. And it's just kind of like, it's very inspiring. And it's so like, like I just said, anything is possible. So I thought that was super cool. So because I got stuck in the downtown Orlando area, I had to pick up another guy. So here's the thing. I don't like driving in downtown Orlando. I unless I know exactly where I'm going, I do not. That's just my preference. I just don't. I just don't. And so because my app was on, it went off. I went ahead and I accepted it because with the Uber app, it does rate you. It tells you what your percentages rate percentages for accepting pickups and stuff like that. So I usually will just accept anyone I get. So I go and I pick up this guy. Funny story. So it gets me. It says, you have reached your destination. Well, my destination's on the main road, you know, and there's this guy sitting down on a bench, right? So I slow down and I put my four-way flashes on and I roll down the window and I'm like, sir? Sir? And he's looking down. He's got his headphones on. He's looking down and I'm like, sir? Hello? And I'm honky. The guy does not, he doesn't look up for nothing. And I'm like, maybe this isn't him. So I stop looking at him and I move forward. You know, start looking forward again. And I see this other kid walking this way and he's cracking up. And I was like, that must have been funny to watch, huh? Like me trying to get this guy's attention and you're the one I'm picking up. Yo, we laughed so hard for a while because I was like, I'm such a dork. Like, yeah, that is why I don't like I don't do airports and I don't do downtown because it's too crowded. There's too many people and you don't know who the hell you're picking up. So it's like, all you got is a person's name. You don't have a picture. You don't have a description of what they're wearing. Like, you know, so that's why I don't like picking up at airports or downtown Orlando area. And I also don't like putting myself in a position that would be inappropriate for me. I don't want to have drunk drivers in my car, or just having to put myself in a situation that could, you know, possibly cause any discomfort, shall I say, you know, especially as a mom, being a mom, you know, I think of stuff like that. So I try to avoid areas that I would have to pick up people that are drunk or I just don't do it. So anyway, so I pick up this kid, young cat or whatever, and he hops in the car. He's like, I'm literally going down the street. He's like, but I'm just lazy. And you know, I'm like, hey, you know, no judgment zone here, bro. So let's do this. So, you know, we're driving or whatever. He was like, yeah, I just finished doing not kickboxing. Oh my gosh, I love kickboxing. But no, kickball. There we go. Kickball league. He was in a kickball league. I was like, what? They have kickball leagues for adults? Like, I remember the kickball in school and I freaking loved it. Like, loved kickball. So he starts telling me about this. And this is why I freaking love Uber. Like, I love meeting people and I love meeting, like, you know, hearing their stories and things that they do, because there's stuff that even living in Orlando for so many years that I don't know about, you know? Freaking kickball league with adults. Like, that's dope. That is dope. Like, don't play me. Y'all know that's dope. Y'all know that was really cool to play when you were in school. Anyways, so they have this cool kickball league, and I thought that was pretty awesome. That was one of the fun things I took out of today's Uber pickups. So I think I'm going to look into that whole kickball league. But he was telling me that the guy that, I guess, created the whole kickball league or whatever, like 5 years ago, had it in his mind, and his friends were like, kickball, like, that's crazy. And now 160 something people later, homeboys got mad dough and has a freaking kickball league. So I think that's like, stories like that are inspiring because it just shows you that with determination, and when you have your mindset on goals and you're focused on that stuff, good things will come out of it, you know. And so I'm a firm believer of that. I've seen some, and I've heard some pretty awesome, amazing, successful stories. And apparently when I speak, I'm very like, you know, and my watch is telling me to keep it up. My watch is telling me a dynamic workout. I don't know if y'all could see that. Dynamic workout for the past 10 minutes. So, oh, look at that. Yep. The same amount of time I've been on here. Anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope you enjoyed my Uber Diaries today. You have a good night. I probably won't be doing Uber for I won't be doing it for a good few days, so this is probably until the next time I could do it again. So you guys have a great night. Much love. Love, peace, and chicken grease.